13th. It's currently 7:40 a.m. We're going to do a little trade recap for you. So, real quick, let's go over what I did. I have 198, so basically $200 on these two accounts, so $600 on the day. Slowly just building these accounts back up going into the new year. So hopefully I'll be able to pass them by the start of the new year. So just taking it slow and easy, but let's get back over here and let's go over the trade I took. So going over the overnight session, what did I do? I need to get out of here. All right, so overnight session, we swept out this liquidity down here, and then we just kind of pumped up into this 5-minute gap. So this morning was right around here, 6:30. Yeah, so 6:30, we tapped into the gap and rejected down. Why did we reject down? Well, today's Monday, there's no news, and we already had this overnight pump up. So the odds of us breaking through this gap to continue higher, pretty slim, right? There's no news, we haven't had a retracement, and on top of everything, we're inside of a 4-hour gap, right? We have this 4-hour gap right here that we broke below off the 50%, and on top of that, there's a 1-hour gap right here. So we swept internal liquidity off the 5-minute and we broke lower. So we broke lower right at open, and we just sold off. We swept out liquidity here, and we swept all of this. And so the trade, I don't know why that says 5. It should be a 15-minute gap. The trade I took was this 15-minute gap right here to the downside. And I was waiting for shorts. But on top of that, I was waiting to see if price was going to respect this 1-hour gap right here. Right? I was personally waiting to see if we were going to bounce off the bottom of it to continue higher. But unfortunately, we broke below it. So we broke below it. You can see we bounced off of it, but price continued to go lower. So broke below, and then I entered in short off of the break of the 15-minute gap. So it looks something like this, with my stop around 35 points. So something like this or something, who knows. You get the idea. And then I targeted 230. I think it was for a 1-to-1. Yeah, 1-to-1-ish, depending on where my stop was. I think I was risking $200, so wherever that was. So that was my trade that I took. Risk 200 to make 200. And clearly price wanted to take out the rest of these draws and this draw. Right now we can see that it took out this final draw right here, which was, I don't even know where that was, way over here, right? So we're right in this imbalance, which is this draw in liquidity, this previous low, and so it's kind of like a deciding spot whether or not price wants to bounce, right? Bounce, or if we break lower, it's going to have to go take out this sort of level. And if we continue to go lower, we already know where it's heading. It's going to go take out this draw in liquidity, decide if it wants to go lower around here, take out these, and then we'll see. But again, that was my trade. I took that on the 15-minute break. think I entered in on the 5-minute. Again, over on Top Step, we can go to my trading and preferences, show chart executions, and we have that right here. Yep. So the 15-minute gap, which would have been, I think we did this one, right? Because we want a 39, not that one. It would have been, yep, this one right here. And I sold short at 256, so right around, yeah, 256.75. So I got in right here, and it says 236.50. So 236.50. So yeah, that was the move, basically from literally right here to right here. That was it. And over here on Top Step, we can see the same thing. That price came down, swept out that low, and we're moving back up. Pretty simple trade. Honestly, just had to read the market a little bit. Again, little recap. We had the overnight push up. There was a 5-minute gap right here that price could not break above because, again, one, it's Monday. There's no news. We haven't had a retracement yet after this full push up, so we had to retrace down to take out some liquidity. 1 hour gap, 4 hour gap. Didn't break above either of them. We hit the 50% of both of them, so we obviously broke down to sweep out liquidity. I took a break of the 1 hour and 4 hour gap to the downside. Entry was the break of the 15-minute fair value gap, targeting draws lower. I took a 1-to-1, and that was it. If you have any questions about the trade, let me know. Drop a like, leave a comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Deuces.